I pledge my head to clear thinking, my heart to greater loyalty, my hands to larger service, my health to better living,
for my club,
my community, my country, and my world.
What are you going to do at your next meeting?
Next meeting, I get to read the pledge.
4-H members have been pledging themselves to better living for many years. How did 4-H get started? Why has it been so successful? How is it the same or different now? Back in the 1890s, Iowa State College started taking the college to the people with corn trains and short courses. At the same time, county superintendents of one-room schools thought boys and girls should be involved in activities in addition to school programs.
One of them was a woman named Jessie Fields, later to be called Jessie Fields Shumbar, and she taught cooking and sewing and even raising corn. And many of the superintendents wrote Iowa State and said, "Can you send us information?"
The college not only sent information, it sent a professor.
Professor Holden again went down and had a summer school with all the rural school teachers in Page County. He talked about all the different things that they could teach, including home ec. It wasn't just agriculture. And so that was significant.
The groundswell of educational efforts in the early 1900s led Iowa State College to establish an extension service with county support. 4-H was also taking shape in other states across the nation and eventually around the world. Clubs were formed for boys and girls to appreciate their immediate environments and the opportunities it offered. The environment has changed from rural agriculture and now includes members in urban areas and projects suitable for today. 4-H is an organization concerned with the wholeness of youth, and it's directly linked with University Extension. 4-H is successful due to the commitment of parents, leaders, donors, and the community.
My first year of 4-H, my projects were flowers, clothing, and livestock.
Project work is the starting place for 4-Hers. Most youngsters sign up for 4-H when in 4th grade and select one or more projects. Like members, pre-4-Hers, called Clover Kids, prepare an exhibit for the county fair. Neighborhood clubs provide 4-Hers with a sense of belonging, and each club develops its own traditions and expectations.
I started as a Jersey 4-H club member, and a charter member of the Red Rustlers 4-H club in Floyd County. And that was the beginning of 4-H for me.
Youngsters sign up for projects according to their interests. When members stay with the project throughout their 4-H years, the record book shows evidence of their growth, whether in projects of foods, market lambs, gardening, or dog obedience. Project exhibits are judged at the county fair and members receive placement ribbons. Those who excel in a project may be recognized at County Awards Night or receive state and national awards or 4-H scholarships. And for some, their project interest expands into a career. Members also sign up for projects to try something new. Whatever the project, Extension provides up-to-date research-based materials to club members that are also helpful to parents and leaders. For many years, boys' clubs focused mainly on agriculture and girls' clubs on home and visual arts. Changing times brought new projects such as victory gardens and rocket science. 4-H made a gradual change from rural youth to include urban youngsters. In the 80s and 90s, boys and girls clubs merged as members diversified their projects. More recently, countywide project clubs are being formed, such as in photography, shooting sports, and pet therapy. Through their project work, members learn valuable living skills.
Here are some photos of me giving my presentation at our county communications contest.
It's an opportunity for the youth to organize their thoughts in an educational presentation. They organize the subject matter. They have a tricky little introduction that gets everyone attention. They squeeze in the body of all the important facts the public needs to know, and at the end they do a conclusion to tell them what they've already told them.
There are plenty of opportunities for members to give presentations beyond their own clubs. Some 4-Hers involve the audience in working exhibits.
They invite the public to come up and learn from them. We've had anything from rope making to making some delicious snacks.
Members can also communicate by capturing your attention through photos and visual arts.
The one who's doing this video, he's made a career out of his interest in photography and his communication projects in 4-H.
4-Hers gain confidence through communication activities. When 4-H started in schools over 100 years ago, members learned the latest farm and home practices from their teachers, and parents learned these new practices from their sons and daughters. In the 1950s, 60s, and 70s, communications expanded to include dress reviews, judging contests, store window displays, and communication contests. By the 1990s, 4-Hers began using computer-generated posters and presentations. 4-Hers now communicate with cell phones and depend on GPS. Undoubtedly, there will be new technologies and devices to assist 4-Hers in the future. Still, the confidence-building experience of standing before a crowd to communicate a story is a vital part of the growth and development of 4-Hers.
4-H offers youth the opportunity to practice their communication in writing and in verbal and written skills by giving them an opportunity to present information to other, like service clubs. They might need information for a report for school. I've had many a teacher tell me that she can spot a 4-Her in the room from their polished reports, from their ease in communicating, and in their presentations they do in the classroom.